throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? That's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On second down, Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They toss to Freeman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They come out here in the eye. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. That was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. So 1:55 to go in the first half. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
This back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. That's caught at the 3. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Bryant's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And it's fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And, oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Perry in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Coleman now. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key tight end.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Screen pass to Blunt. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Would not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Second down following the run. Blunt, the lone running back. The play clock's running down. Now it's Rodgers. Caught, left side, Bennett. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come up in an offset eye. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. And they're going to speed things up here.
And that's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Third down and 3. This is Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Now
It's Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. A strong running. And that is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Andre Roberts now to return it. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down now following the run. They come out here in the eye. First carry now for Teron Ward. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd and 4. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And they were able to punch. In the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To throw is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. It's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now Ryan on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. 8 yards to go here on second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's got time. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Rodgers to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play in good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. To throw is Rodgers. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Oh, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taking it about the 16. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's got room. Cuts it out here, left sideline. He's got daylight. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Coleman on the toss. And some room to work. It's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the 4th.
And it's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's going to lose. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. Into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
If I'm not mistaken, home team made it. 2 threes on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl, grab the crew. Kiss it. Sweat leave, Mr. Couldn't took it quicker. Hottest on the planet, get the place lit up. Fly, got expensive taste, sight and touch. We ain't on the same team. Cheer up. Bunch of that make sit up. I ain't come to blend in, boy, I stand out. Money talks, you just popping off at the mouth. If I'm the topic, then the conversation heated. Right trim, getting booked up in every city. Splash her with cash, had the spaz on the waiter. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
So bad, swimming in my bed. Off with that, off with that. Young Slim, get it in my infrared. Come and hit the brain, I just lit the gas. Young wild winning, living fast. Stashing money in a brown paper bag. We set the roof on fire, then we flood it out. We just threw the money up, we ain't even count. Shake it. It in my speeder, girl, I'm nothing, messing up my speech. I'm $1 million player, baby, nothing's at my reach. I'm $1 million, like I hit the lottery. Splash her with cash, had to spaz on the waitress. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof on fire.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen B told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own that? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Am and Sally, the young guards, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how we feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know what we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play, our way,
I'd rather be me.
do work, all day.
We don't see defeat.
You be fly that, can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us, yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. Kick it! Kick it! If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rap, rackety rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rap. riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically right. Your finger is spinning right to the rhythm, but to the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present now. Present. Come out.
It's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot, straight to the heart. No, I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down. I've got the energy of a tidal wave. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. 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 It's in my bones. It's in my soul. You're never gonna take that from